Veronica, let's go have our tea party. Veronica's idea. She loves tea parties. You will see that we have to be pretty creative with what we use for tea party items. Maybe one day we'll get her real stuff. So here's our tea party. Veronica, you want to explain what we have here?
We have marshmallows and chocolate chips and hot chocolate for the tea and water and ice cold water for the tea.
Ooh, I'm so excited. Ice cold water, marshmallows and chocolate chips, and mint chocolate. Hot chocolate. Okay, let's start this tea party. Wow, you're so careful when you pour. Thank you. Oh, pinky out. That's what Veronica says. Pinky out. So, are we going to read books at our tea party here? Would you like a marshmallow?
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Buenas noches, familia. ¿Cómo están? So, the girls, their room, they're little girls. Let's just go check their room. Look what they did.
Yum. A real pancake? No. Crackers.
So, they've been playing here. Veronica got all these little pots and pans. Well, they're not pots and pans. They're bowls and cups, and she was drumming on them, but now she's been cooking stuff. And I guess this is a restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is a restaurant. This is Veronica's restaurant.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Cooking.
Cooking, love it.
Cooking bugs.
Cooking Bugs restaurant.
Cooking food.
Cooking food restaurant. Oh, is that delicious? Yeah.
Is that a bug cracker?
Mom, don't say that. Then she doesn't want to eat it.
Oh, I said it was a bug shop.
No, she said it's cooking food.
Oh.
It's the name of the restaurant. Rebekah measured Veronica today, and you can see the dates on there.
What?
So April 30th, 2015. Veronica was, what is that, 40?
Just under 41 inches.
Just under 41 inches. And now look where Veronica's at.
So seeing how much she's grown in 3 months makes me want to do it more often. I think that's really the first time I haven't really measured it. So maybe I'll go get one of those yardsticks and like glue 2 of them together. None of our family will be that tall, 6 feet. Good, we're set for life there. Or make something, because it was just so cool to be able to see. She's like, look how tall I am, and I noticed she was taller, and I was like, what? It's only been 3 months, but she is a 6-year-old who's growing, and despite our shortness, we still grow, just not as rapidly. So I think that's something I want to do.
Oh, you don't want it?
And the girls play in the living room sometimes. A lot of times, actually. And here's the living room.
But you know, you could really just clean each room up in like 5 minutes. You gotta make sure the toys go there, buckets and everything, but then you're good. House is clean, and the girls are supposed to be in bed, and this is what I found them doing. Clothes picked out for tomorrow. What's going on here? She's a baby, and you're feeding her food. Naomi, what kind of food is it? Is it oatmeal?
No, it's baby food.
It's baby food. Can you guys say adios for tonight?
No, say buenas noches.
Buenas.
Buenas noches.
Naomi, do you say buenas noches?
Bye-bye.
Muy bien. So we're going through our stuff that we got from CVX Live, all the cards, and making sure we subscribe to everyone. And we find all of these Veronica's time she went to the booth, the photo booth that was put up by Hairstyles 101 and April's Life. So there's just like so many that Veronica took. She definitely took advantage of it. I mean, what else is a 6-year-old going to do at a convention for a couple hours? So, and she wanted to go triple the amount that we let her. So, look at that nice stack. I love my little girl.
Buenas noches. Buenas noches. What the? Man, my Spanish is becoming as bad as Rebekah's. Buenas noches. We were about to go to bed, and then me and Rebekah had to talk about this reception that's coming up, because one of Rebekah's close friends and co-workers is getting married, and her reception is in Reno. And so originally we were planning to go, but then with the current events that have happened, as you know, I quit my job, getting paid well, now doing the passion, you know, doing what I love. You know, our budget and our funds are very limited. So we try to see if I have older brothers, and I was trying to see if one of my older brothers still lived in Reno. Turns out he lives in Las Vegas. And so we're like, you know, we were talking, and I was chatting with him. I was like, oh, I thought you were still in Reno. And he's like, no, I moved to Las Vegas a year ago. And I'm like, oh, dang it. And then he's like, and then he starts asking me these questions about like, so what date is it that you guys are doing this? How many people? And I start just, you know, answering those questions. And then he's like, I'm looking into it. And I'm like, what is he doing? And the next thing I know, he's like, you should get a confirmation email pretty soon. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? And he's like, yeah. He's like, that's how I roll. And so my older brother, Tony, he basically hooked us up with a hotel in Reno that's 22 minutes away from where the reception is going to be. And my wife was super grateful. I'm super grateful. Tony, bro, I love you. Thank you so much. You've always been my favorite twin. Don't tell John that. But yeah, so I have 2 older brothers. They're half brothers, John and Tony, but they're my brothers. I love them very much. And they're a whole lot older than I am. And if I show you pictures, we sort of look similar. But anyway, yeah, he hooked up my family and I with a hotel in Reno, and so now we can go to Rebekah's friends, yeah, reception and wedding and whatnot. On another note, what's funny is that the reception is at, from what I can tell, is at the house of the CEO, the CEO of where I used to work, Connor Group. I think the reception is at his house there in Reno. So that's gonna be an interesting conversation, and it's gonna be interesting if he's there to see him and say, hey, what's up? Hopefully he doesn't convince me to come back, but he's a persuasive guy, and he's the one who hired me, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I told him I still do like independent contractor work, but yeah, I'm ranting now. It's time to go to bed. Nos vemos mañana. Be sure to subscribe if this is your first time, and you'll see all the crazy adventures we're getting into as we try to fulfill our goals in life and achieve greatness, achieve excellence, because that's what this is all about. Life is all about being better each day. All right, so you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, for all the comments you guys leave, hitting the like button, all the support we get from you, and for all the new subscribers that we got after going to CVX Live, and all the awesome family vloggers that we met, and all the other creators. It was great meeting you guys. Okay, but for real now, we're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. Adios.